Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. We have another winter tournament pod race for you to participate and just get excited about. I'm here with Jay Scheidel. How are you doing, Jay?
Hey, all right. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, guardianmarcus taking on Serisan. This is guardianmarcus's first pod race. I believe this is Serisan's second. Maybe his third?
And I just noticed Saracen's character names. I take full responsibility for that. I'm so sorry. Oh,
The
yeah.
Four Swords?
For those of you who missed at the beginning, the hash ended with 4 swords.
Yeah, so we got a little linked Game Boy action happening.
How to do it.
But they agreed to run 4 fours, black belts in the mix, and no recruiting. Were there any other changes to the flags, Jay?
No recruiting was the big one and the forced, so no.
All right. So it's an interesting party loadout where we're going to have access to all the magic except the nuke spell, as the black mage is locked out of nuke. And we'll have our choice of which melee we want to carry us through the Temple of Fiends. What do you feel about this party, Jay?
I mean, this is basically the you have everything you want party. I mean, apart from the no nuke, you've got white magic, you've got black magic. You find the early tail, you find an X-Cal, hey, go with the fighter. You want to grind? There's your black belt.
Right. And I think the only mystery box left to discover is access to fast. Because if we go black belt, we don't really need temper or the power gauntlet. But if we go fighter or black belt, we're going to want fast, just to make sure that we can get through Temple of Fiends all in one shot, in one go. The fighter is not going to be able to cast night magic upon promotion. But we'll have an extra 5 to luck, so a little early game running chance. He's going to do some extra damage to undead. The white mage has got a little bit of agility with 25. She's got half a ribbon baked into her with death, ice, and status resist. But she's going to be a little thinner today, minus 10 vitality. The black mage will be able to swing the improved cat claw with an extra 20 magic defense to offset the no nuke. The black belt, an extra 10 strength, an extra 10 hit percent, minus 15 HP. So the extra 10 hit percent is nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, that means we're going to hit 8 and 10 hits a few levels faster, maybe 2 to 3 levels faster than we normally would.
That minus 15 HP could really hurt us early game, but once we get into the teens, it shouldn't matter anymore.
Yeah, once we kind of get really even past Bicky and maybe out of the Marsh Cave, we should be okay. We'll see what happens in Marsh Cave. That will be our first spike tile to look at, unless we get an early warp and somebody's feeling froggy and wants to check out the ice cave.
Yeah. This is just everything at your feet, so pick your poison.
Yeah, and both of these runners are, I would consider them like A-tier runners within the FFR community. They're both really strong at what they do, and this is hopefully they're gonna put on a clinic for us and show us what they can do with the variability of the different melee options here. As you can see that timer's counting down on Serisan's screen on guardianmarcus. We'll get the stream synced happening once they go live. But I like that little lead-in when they have it linked up to the race time. It kind of eliminates the guessing game for us, right? They're going to be going live any minute now. But first, look at white magic here.
Oh.
Fade and Life 2. Fade would have been learnable by the night. Black magic, we've got nuke, so let's go.
But we can't learn nuke, so we got Fire 3 and Ice 3.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, we're good to go. We got Fade and nuke. No, we don't. We don't have nuke. That's just the ultimate tease.
Yeah. At least they have the level 3 theirs.
Gold bracelets and iron armor both rolled up.
Yeah.
I love that. I love when iron armor is rolled up. I would be tempted to sell that Zeus gauntlet just so I could buy the iron armor before we leave Canaria.
Yeah, hold on to it till at least through Bicky. That way you can take down the pirates without waiting. I know you've got Fade, I know you got something else, but turn order.
Yeah.
I get it, though.
I hear you. But money.
Hey!
Was that a free power gauntlet?
That was a power bonk right there. -3, but who cares?
Jay, I'm
So-
gonna need your badge and your gun.
About that temper.
No, this is gonna be great. I mean, this is the melee dilemma now because we're starting to get the fighter gear that we're gonna want. Or fighter tools, a fighter toolkit. Granted, the power bunk will be helpful for the black belt as well. Just
Yeah.
not as much.
Like you said, early iron armor, gold armor, you know where it's at. You got gear.
On and through, both of our runners take down Garland. We're going to get a chime from the king and an herb from the princess.
Okay.
Early herb is nice. I like to get as many of the inner sea fetch quests accomplished before getting the ship and the canal. Like, I want the ship before all of it, but I don't want the canal before I because I don't want to leave before I turn in like herb and find the crystal and find the adamant. Like, I hope to see all that stuff from these early inner sea checks, because I don't want to get like adamant out of a waterfall.
Oh my, yeah. The double triple dips.
Yeah.
Ale calling eyes on first tile in Earth. I mean, this is the second seed ever I've rolled for a tournament, and last time all swords were +5. So
cheeky check from Serisan. Running up to Matoya's got a I think there was a pure pot and maybe $2,000 in cash. So
money could come in handy.
Yeah. But we could also sell that Zeus Gauntlet.
I want someone to hold it on till the end now, just to spite.
It would just, but why? We could sell it. And see, it doesn't matter if we have it, because the black belt holding the Zeus Gauntlet just got knocked out. They saw her fumbling about with that sparky gauntlet, and there's like, no, get her first.
Black belt? Why does the black belt have equipment? Here, go away.
And we get a ruby from the pirates, so shipping canal still out there. Revenge
on Serisan's side, though.
Absolutely. And there's more. Buy that iron armor, guardianmarcus. Buy it. Iron armor.
Nothing else that gets you through the early dungeons.
We get pudding from Serisan. So Serisan elected to go with the junk food in hopes that we would get burgers tonight, because I'm in a burger kind of mood. So when we get some downtime, we're going to talk about burgers later. So prepare those burger thoughts in chat as Harm 4 shows up at level 2.
White Mage Harm. That's going to be a really nice second level swell.
That's a really good toolkit for the White Mage. White Mage is going to be our primary DPS dealer, I feel like, in this early game.
It's like, you don't need Nuke. You got Fade and Harm 4. 2 different levels.
Yep, and you got Invis 2 as well as Life 2 as well. So good support magic also. And both runners, guardianmarcus heading to Crescent Lake. Spicy.
I always fight back and forth if it's better to go south or back over towards Marsh.
Yeah, the river.
Nothing pulling them that way, though.
The river systems can be so scary. I mean, I get it. We haven't seen the boat, so if the boat is here in Crescent Lake, we're going to pick the boat up on the way to Elfland anyway. Mm-hmm. But
and you don't have adamant, you don't have TNT. Nothing's pulling you over there, so I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just the marsh play and the herb. So, and we got a shop check here, and we got a cheap rod.
6,000.
Go sell that Zeus Gauntlet.
I wonder how much the Zeus Gauntlet sells for.
Probably $6,000, so we'll only get half of it. We just spent the money that we'll sell the Zeus Gauntlet, Serisan. You don't need it. Level 6 magic's nothing special.
Nothing there.
Warp and Lightning 3.
Might be nice to come back for, but you're going to be through everything you need for Warp by the time you get it.
And there's our boat, so heads up play there. guardianmarcus opting to buy the cheaper chainmail. Unfortunately not going to have the same level of absorb. The iron armor comes baked in with 10 or 9 extra absorb on the chainmail. It's really like comparing the silver bracelet and the gold bracelet between those two, and I feel like for the value you can't really beat positively rolled iron armor for under $500.
Yeah, for 300 something. Yeah. You don't have it go out, fight one battle of anything, and you've got the money.
Yeah. Serisan turning in the herb to find out what the elf prince was sleeping on this whole time.
Hey!
That's like a waterbed, kinda.
Oh my.
Yes. Got air mattress. Air mattress? Yeah, it's an air mattress.
These seeds, and they're sub 10-minute floaters.
I know, right? Bracken Lock is pretty good. So let's see. We still have ice. We still have marsh on the table, and we don't have a ship. Now, one of those locations could hold on to a key that leads to a ship in Canary Locked, and the other one could be the loot. So we'll see how long we fade that marsh and ice play.
Yeah. You gotta go hit, though, Sarda, and some of the free checks first.
100%, yeah. But
you got the ruby, 2 for 1, yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think this is the correct play. But from here, I would imagine we're going to get some fetch quests, or just a Vorpal -1 sword.
Ship from Crescent Lake? Didn't they?
That is true. Yeah, they got the ship from Crescent Lake, but the canal's still out there, so I may have misspoke. Yeah, I may have misspoke. So canal could be in Canary Lock buying a key and ice or marsh, and the other location could have the loot. So both of those locations could still be in play. As guardianmarcus gets in the air, and he's also going to go talk to Sarda and see that he's just got a negatively rolled Vorpal. I mean, you really got to keep up with those weapons when you go into exile.
That sword's pushing a little bit more towards the black belt.
Mm-hmm. Unless we find a high rolled Excal, it's... Although Vorpal -1 has still got a fair amount of crit on it, and there's our loot, so...
Cool.
There's a good chance that neither of those inner sea checks are going to pay out now. Although there still could be the key in there, but...
I'll say, if key could be in one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about it. So we're going to check the spike tiles here in the Earth Cave for Serisan.
Alright, let's see if Ale's a witch or not.
Oh.
Nope.
Frosty Wizards. Reminiscent of the Nightmare Seed from several years ago, the Nuclear Winter Blizzard Wizards. But just a little bit kinder. There we go, got an ambush, so we're going to be able to get through and see the second tile here, and it's Frost Wolves.
Frost Wolves.
Sure, this is a level, or a few, especially if these Frost Rolls rolled low and not without a script.
I think they're a little bit lost. Ice caves on the other side of the map.
It's all connected underground, though, man.
Oh, got it. The Titan's tunnel goes between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
guardianmarcus out. Oh, I thought we were gonna check. We're gonna check.
What are we?
We're checking Cardia Force. This is the incentive Cardia. So this is a nice play.
They're all in Bahamut because Bahamut's treasure.
This is a quicker walk.
Got it.
So we don't have to walk all the way down the long hallway and then all the way back out, and we get a crown. So
okay.
Yeah, it might be okay.
I mean, you don't have tail. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So it's a cheekier check. But if that crown leads to tail, I mean, big brain on Marcus there. Or heck, even if it leads to the key, then we're in go mode and we don't need to we don't ever need to go back there.
Serisan taking a few of these Frost Wolves. Probably going to burn off the spells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to make sure that we'll have the HP to walk back across those Frost Wizards. Astos giving us the adamant, so we're going to get our first look into the Dwarf Cave. And 9 times out of 10, I feel like I get lazy dwarves, or some sort of passive aggressive dwarf where it's adamant to like crystal to TNT.
What you're really hoping for is adamant to TNT to key.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. But guardianmarcus gets the news about the Lightning 3 ogres, and just grimace, and they got sleep and hold. Yeah, just reset. It's fine. Oh, we got to kill Astos again though.
Is that a quick encounter off of a reset, or did he just come out odd?
I think he got it walking into... he hit the ogres walking into Dwarf Cave.
Right.
So I don't know if we're playing with hard resets on Marcus's side. I don't think that there was a quick encounter off when we first started, though.
Okay.
Level 4, Cure 4. Good to see that roll low. And a cake, I guess.
We still haven't seen fast, though.
Rocate +3. No hooray for Marcus, though. Boo. Alright, so we got Chime and Cube.
Okay.
There's a dungeon dive. We need at least one of them. So we had the rod for sale in Crescent Lake, which... I mean, I like going to Earth in these flags. That we got 3 better trap treasures there. Only the one in Sky Cave.
However, the one in Sky, there is nothing guarding it, so it's easy just to grab.
Yeah, there's just a lot of fights along the way, and they're good XP fights. And there's level 3 exit, Cure 3, and Ruse. So Marsh suddenly feels like a good check to me if I'm Guardian Marcus. Adam Roop in chat saying it's a jet scene until you last location the key. yeah, every time. Serisan gonna do the cheeky cardia check without going to Bahamut, get his crown.
I gotta remember that.
So that will put him on the path to the cube.
So we're kind of checking where each other have been now.
Mm-hmm. So big check still left. Serisan heading for ordeals. We have the waterfall cave and we have ice and marsh. And we're still looking for a key. And we don't have a low-level warp. We saw that at level 6. So this ordeals could be annoying, we'll say. You know, not necessarily problematic unless we see a gross script in here. But this could take a while if we get a sort of a troll pillar maze.
It's always these 4 that you have to watch out for. Gargoyle, nothing.
Yep, Serisan checking the mud gold box here. This is a linked box to the top floor, but...
Guardian coming in, following them, so we're not getting Marsh or Ice yet.
You hate to see it, Jay. You hate to see it. I've been burned by like skipping those locations.
I would have jumped into Marsh as soon as you found exit. I know never Marsh, but...
Always Marsh, buddy, because no one else goes there.
Ice, I can see waiting a little bit, just because exit doesn't help as much as warp.
Yeah. I mean, Ice does have the 2 better trap treasures, and there are like 4 spike tiles that we could check there if we wanted to go into black belt mode. Zombie D is a pretty good find here.
Yeah.
280. They got like less than 400 HP.
Check Marsh when you have the key. I don't think they'll be checking anything when they find key.
Yeah, but we're looking for the key.
Once we find the key, it's get levels on that black belt and go.
Yeah. Pro ring -2. We don't need to put it on the white mage, as the white mage comes baked in with death resistance, but a little extra absorb, I guess, never hurt anybody.
Flame armor rolling down. It's pushing against the fighter.
Yeah. Marcus through the pillar maze. Gonna be into his treasure room, finding the French vanilla zombie D tile. And there's our crystal, so the mystery continues to develop. Gonna heal up before checking the spike tile just in case something dumb happens. It's fine. Fires are they're not great XP. Yeah, 900 a pop, like
yeah.
That's not good.
If you want to grind here, go back to those it goes back to those zombie dragons.
Yeah. choosing not to exit out with the white mage, instead just taking a little bit longer to walk out for Serisan, but should be fine, as Marcus is now into the low teens with his light warriors.
Yeah, I think they were both about the 13 or so.
Mm-hmm. So Serisan, double dipping Matoy now, already opened the boxes here before, so we're just gonna pop in and see what she's got.
Okay.
So I wonder if he does crown before going to dwarves. That would be the heads up play.
I mean, you want to try to avoid double dipping it, so you gonna think about it? Nope.
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 Procate +3 pickup for Serisan, scuffing the Haraydorf too. You hate to see it. I mean, they're never going to get good RNG this way.
I mean, we could just bring up the age-old question. I have the save hooray on. I'm sorry. I'm a heathen, but gotta talk to him.
Yeah. He's good luck. So we have Oxyale. And this is going to be the Adamant 2 cube for Serisan. So you know what still means that's in play, Jay?
We still
Marsh
have
and
Marsh
ice.
and
Marsh
ice.
and ice. Let's go. Or waterfall. So now you got a 33% chance that you're going to have a bad time wherever you go. Who's going to lose the 50-50 first?
What do we still have out? Tail and ribbon, as well as that key?
Yep, tail, ribbon, and key.
And then obviously the fetches to go with them, but
Yeah, and the canal. So
all right.
boo, Sears.
Slab can't lead to canal, can it?
No.
Because it's gotta be in the inner sea. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Guardian going back with his explosives.
And technically, bottle's still out there as well. So,
Yeah.
but slab could lead to bottle. Bottle could lead to slab.
Yeah, I was trying to think about what the end of the chains could be.
Yeah, but as of right now, we have no more inner sea fetch quests. So it's likely to be canal straight up, unless canal is behind the key. Sears.
Oh.
Going to ice.
Guardian, go straight down. Go down.
Marsh. Go to marsh. No, that's not marsh. That's not a marsh cave. Oh, we're gonna go to waterfall.
Waterfall. Okay.
Oh no. This is... I hope it's in marsh cave.
I do too.
Oh man. Yeah, big route divergence here. Guardian Marcus does have exits, so this is going to be a pretty quick check. We could get decent levels along the way. We do have a level 1 Ice 3, Fire 3, which will help clear out the mobs here in...
Well, and Fade and Harm 4.
Yeah, and I was going to say the Fade will help clean up the Mud Goal fights, but Ice 3 we got for Dragons and Nightmares, the Paralisks. For the Mummy packs, we have Fire 3. And then Fade and Harm 4 are both non-elemental, so they're going to be good on everything.
Hey, look, and we still have that Zeus gauntlet that can help out.
You know, you could have sold that and just bought the rod, probably. Saved
But
all the
look,
souls.
it's killing.
Ice armor +4.
Woo!
That's almost dragon armor. Almost. Oops. Hey, that's a vanilla drop? No, not the that's the waterfall tile. I'm getting stream bleed. That's the fight that Marcus should find here.
Giant. Okay.
Got some lotion, got a little money, a weak sword, a little bit more money, some armor.
There's the Iron +5, I don't know if you bought. Ooh.
And there's tail, so that's information.
Gonna hold on to it in case you need the fast and temper at a later level, but...
Serisan checking the better trap treasure here. Must contend with some ogres as Marcus shuffles some gear around. A light axe +2. I love finding that in these flags with a white mage in my party.
Yes.
free unlimited harm to cast that will hurt everybody? Please and thank you.
Bonus
Aaron?
points if the white mage can hold axes.
Mm-hmm. Guaranteed low roll fades all day. Let's go. All right, Marcus heading back.
Let's go.
South.
Let's go.
And looks like we're going to marsh. All right. So it's either marsh or ice. I love it.
I have no skin in this game because it's not my pod, but I just want it to be marsh.
Right.
Just no other reason.
It's because Marsh Cave it's so free in these flags when you've got exit. Like, sure, a nasty script can roll in here, but a nasty script can roll anywhere. You know, it's a quick walk. You know, you get a couple free boxes along the way that almost always never punish you. Until they do. But so far so good for Marcus. Serisan getting some decent gear here in the ice cave.
This is also showing, though, Saracen's been in ice for as long as it's taken Guardian to figure out 2 other checks.
Mm-hmm. Ice takes a long time without warp. It's even longer if you don't have exit, so grateful there. Free heal pot, a big knife, and wolves.
Alright.
And
we
snakes.
might have about simultaneous pickup.
There's our canals. So ice it is. Slab. This will turn into the key eventually.
Slab into key, and then that's got to be.
Oh, this means Serisan still might go to Marsh Cave. Because if Marsh has, well, he might figure that Marsh is straight up to Canal, but it could be
right.
Key to Canal. It's not going to be. I mean, we know that the slab turn-in will turn into
Slab to bottle to key. Okay.
Yeah.
It could. No, it couldn't be.
Oh, the ribbon's still out there.
But the ribbon has to be behind the key.
Oh yeah, the ribbon's in the key lock. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not enough items.
Yeah, it could be slab to key to bottle the ribbon for maximum annoyance. Everybody likes ping-ponging back and forth between the Inner Sea and Gaia area.
I don't know. Would you go and dig out that ribbon? You know where it's at, but with going back and forth.
If it's that awful routing through, and it's not just the slab to bottle the key, if I would do volcano and whatever, I would do earth, but I would do volcano and earth, and if I didn't find one in one of the free boxes, yeah, I would dig it out, and I still might be tempted to dig it out to get a second ribbon.
If you're going with that black belt, though, assuming you get them up to 42, there's one ribbon. Your white mage already has kind of a half one built in.
Yep, and there's the bottle.
There's the bottle.
Generous key item layout there.
Volcano's probably better for a katana chance. Not that we need it, just because there's more better trap treasure, better trap tiles.
Yeah. But it's also, I would say, well, Sky might be better for katana just because of the sheer chest density, but
fair.
Considering the better trap treasures, Volcano just has, or I'm sorry, Sky just has the 1. Volcano has 1, 2, 3, 4, and Earth has 3. So I'd be tempted to do, and we know that the rod is for sale in Crescent Lake, and we're still looking for fast, I think.
Yeah.
So it looks
Volcano also has all of those tile. Oh wow, all of the chests in that one room with the trap tile, whereas Skies are just all over the place.
Yeah, Sky has the 1 spike tile and good fights along the way. Volcano has 4 spike tiles along the way, and low quality fights unless we just get lucky and catch Agamas and Red Ds. But key pickup for Serisan puts him in effective go mode. Gonna head over to the Volcano, and we're gonna clear out the armory as guardianmarcus is gonna be put on that path now.
I actually learned today that the hairpin was a better trap chest.
Yeah, I miscounted. There are 2 on this floor. There's 1 on yeah, 4. There's 4. Okay, yeah, there's 4.
Yeah.
Because you just saw Serisan walk by at the end of the hairpins, and there's this one right here behind the Grey Worm box. And there's Opal.
Opal.
4. Checking the fire tile, it's more gargoyles. It's gross. Guardian Marcus, a man after my own heart, picking up that rod. Let's go. Oh, we do have fast. We have fast at level 5. Okay, I missed that.
Cool. Me too.
Awesome. So, as these runners prepare for their in-game dives, Serisan, I don't think is going to open too many more boxes. He's probably just in checking spike tile mode. As he dives the volcano, Guardian Marcus going to prepare for an earth dive probably after doing the slab and bottle. It's really
You know where gold bracelet is. Why are you buying silver?
Because they're here.
Okay.
Why? The better question is why are you buying cloth +1?
We need a helmet.
Or cloth +4 rather. And there's the eye tile on the Agama tile. So
okay.
Happy day. If this thing doesn't have a script, Serisan might have found his grind. Because that's a free grind all day long in the Agama room. Double checking level 5 magic for Marcus. I like these magic shop checks better when we're in Lefane. You know, we're going there for the slab turn in, you know.
So he's going down there.
Yeah. It's a little it's less than optimal routing or pathing, but the eye has a script with slow.
Okay.
Doesn't have a lot of HP. So as long as that the second spell behind slow isn't anything gross, might be okay. But we got to get into that eye has like fewer than 200 hit points. It's like $175. So, yep, time to get everybody naked. Everybody's partying in the volcano. And I'd imagine we're just gonna get that black belt all the way up and then just punch our way through carry and call it a day.
No reason not to.
Yep, keep lunked up. As Guardian Marcus gets his bottle, I asked our runners prior to the race beginning what their favorite burger build is. Like, what's their ideal burger? I didn't say necessarily cheeseburger because some people don't eat cheese. So, and I'm a firm believer that a burger is one of the most perfect foods in, especially, at least in American cuisine, because it's a very American sandwich. It's so customizable, you know, from the kind of bun, the kind of cheese, to the kind of meat. Like, are you running a straight 80-20 blend? Are you or a guy that blends your own meat? Are you doing turkey? You mixing some pork in there? Like, it's really anybody's, you know, it's whatever you want it to be. And then there's like, are you putting cold toppings, hot toppings? What's your sauce of choice? There really is nothing wrong with a cheeseburger. It's my favorite food for that very reason. And so when I asked our runners about this, Guardian Marcus said it has to be at least a double patty with Swiss and cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce, bacon and back bacon. Gonna have to get clarity on that. With onion crisps on a Kaiser bun. Oh, and the slow hit. The slow hit on Long there.
I guess
we do have a Zeus gauntlet.
Glad you didn't tell that yet?
Yeah, fine. And there's stops. So,
ooh.
Problems. As Marcus is going to pick up the ribbon here out of Canaria.
I think that was the defense sword in the far right, too. Yeah.
It was. So
there's Ruse. We have Power Bonk.
Mm-hmm. If/win, and there's Rub. So I is not necessarily a free grind. I mean, it will be once Long gets enough levels to have some. Oh, we get an Agama in the Agama room. as we develop that MDEF, and Marcus gonna check the key locks in TOF. I love it. Rich Borg in chat, burger with bacon, provolone, hot sauce, and guacamole. I love guacamole on a burger. It's so good. I like it with like a nice pepper jack cheese. You do the same sort of onion crisps and like some grilled jalapeno. I like a spicy burger. But
I just looked it up. Back bacon is a cut of bacon that includes the pork loin from the back of the pig.
I figured it was more like the sort of like the English bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon's like that. That's what I was.
It's much leaner than side bacon. Okay.
Gold +4. So black belt, Guardian Marcus's black belt isn't going to have these issues that Serisan's black belt's having with the ribbon, with the gold bracelet. So once Marcus comes to Volcano, because he's in spike tile mode. I think the only thing he could find better would be a very small Agama or a very thin pack of metal slimes, but even still, that's still a part of it. But there's
there's your Aga.
There's the Agama. All right, 105. Fewer than 350. So, and that's the wrong. But that's not bad. We could use the Phantom to set up the Agama grind. Yeah. But
now
Serisan's in grind mode. Everybody's down. Black belt's 27 now. And Marcus is he's gonna check these earth tiles and get the disappointment of the Frost Wizards and Frost Wolves. Is that Mikey Stone is a fan of the fried egg on the burger. I love that too. Like a dippy egg, like a breakfast burger, I like to call them. Rob Draven, brioche bun, 2 patties, each topped by cheddar, Swiss, and provolone cheese. Maybe some blue cheese.
Oh, wow.
That's a cheesy burger. Fresh tomato, lettuce, and pickle, ketchup and mayo, grilled mushrooms, and crispy onions as a topper. Add an egg if you want more protein. That's a big burger, bro.
Yeah.
That is a big burger. I have this discussion with my wife every now and then where we're always on the hunt for like the perfect balance on a burger. And we treat it like it's like the old like adage of like how many accessories should you wear when you go out.
Yeah.
And it's like you put them all on and then take one off. And then it's probably a good balance. So we got 2 patties, bacon jam, fried egg, garlic aioli, smoky mustard, a Vardy and pretzel bun from Duskplume, our tracker. I hope you guys had dinner before you tuned in, because
mine is cooking in the kitchen right now, and I'm getting so hungry.
You're talking about that the roast. I love a good. Is it like a beef roast, pork roast?
Yeah, so I've got a tri-tip in there, ready to go.
Ooh,
playing around with the Instapot, so it's been cooking now for about 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, that thing's done.
Yeah, I'm like waiting for this thing to get done. Yeah. It's on the you have to let it vent out.
Oh, okay. The natural release.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my Instant Pot. We use it for some meats, but mostly it's really good for making like hard-boiled eggs or steamed eggs. We like it for that. Serisan's burgers. This man sent me a picture of his favorite burger place's menu, and he had 3 marked. One is the Pepper Bomb, peppercorn crusted patty, blue cheese, smoked bacon, and onion tanglers. I'm assuming that's a bunch of like thinly sliced onions that are just like in a big ball. They're like fried.
Probably like a hash brown type, but onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serisan is done. He said, my black belt's good. Let's go.
Missed the level, but 800 health, so.
Probably high 30s.
I think I saw 41 really quick there.
Okay. Yep, 10 hits. There's the Truffle Shuffle, smoked pancetta, smoked Gouda, sauteed cremini mushrooms, and roasted red peppers with a truffle aioli. That's a fancy boy. And Mark is trying to use these phantoms to do him a favor. And the other burger he mentioned is called the Wonton, smothered in sweet chili sauce, cream cheese, cabbage citrus slaw, and a crispy wonton. That's an interesting burger.
Did we just let our black belt die on Marcus's side?
No, I think Rosa is his black belt.
Okay, no, picked it back up.
Sometimes Phantom's going to do what Phantom does. Alright, there goes the white mage.
I just see that we're also invising on the fighter, so we still hedging our bets.
Yeah, I wonder if we're two-man grind.
Which, Saracen's on one knee. Okay.
That's pretty scary. He doesn't have... I would imagine... Oh, look, we're healing up. We don't want to take any risks walking to get that orb lit.
No.
I would imagine he's going to hit Canary Armory because he knows that that's the ribbon, right? And he's going to get rewarded with a defense sword there. So we've set up our two-man grind. Black Belt's already killing Agamas in one go. So maybe we're hoping that the Agama will take out the fighter eventually, and then, you know, or we're only going to go so far on the fighter before the fighter goes down.
We're still swinging with them, though. $4,000 experience apiece. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean the eye is always going to be better as long as the scripts are kinder. But
right,
Serisan gonna go to Sky. That's fine. This is fine, right? Nothing good. I mean, this could give us some insight into some enemies that we'll see in Topher. We'll get to look at the Badmen for the first time. We'll get to look at Gurmedusas potentially. The rock goals, we haven't seen them. We've seen mud goals in the waterfall that had nothing, but
you get to see maybe the Twilight Sparkle pack.
Yep. Speak of the devil. So Jay, what's your ideal burger?
You're gonna hate it because I am such a plain person.
I mean, I don't. So I'll put this out there. I don't care what anybody's favorite food is. That's something that brings you joy. It doesn't have to bring me joy. I'm just curious. You know, like I never see the validity in arguing with somebody or telling somebody that their food is bad. Like, you don't have to eat it. I do. So yeah, no, your burger is yours, man.
I'm just a right-on bacon cheeseburger. Maybe change it with a little bit of a pepper jack cheese to go with it. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. Like when I go, typically, like if I find a new burger place, I don't know anything about it, I'll just get a plain burger with ketchup, mustard, pickles, and onions, like the McDonald's build.
Right.
You know, just let me see where you're at. Let me see where your baseline is.
Then change from there.
Yeah, like, and if you can do this well, I might be willing to try your more like premium toppings, like because some places, like I've had sautéed mushrooms and they're gritty and they feel like dirt and it's just bad, you know.
My baseline for restaurants is actually chicken fried steak.
Oh.
If you can turn a piece of rubber steak into something good.
I would be afraid to order chicken fried steak at a restaurant just because it's such a like do I it's risk versus reward. Like
exactly.
It could be really great, or I could just have wasted $20 and I'm not going to be happy with myself, because that's like, if a chicken fried steak is done poorly, it's just a gut bomb. You know?
Yeah, you better hope the mashed potatoes or something are good next to it.
Yeah.
But you can find some real good mom and pop places that's like, yes, always.
The guardianmarcus's black belt's already at 8 hits, so we're also going to get this one up to level, probably in the high 30s, hit that 10th hit. Agama's still hitting pretty hard, though. I wonder if we have the gold bracelet on, or if we're relying on natural absorb at this point. As Serisan fights Tiamat 1.
What?
See you later.
There was a Tia there?
Black belt's doing black belt things, and that's 2 orbs lit for Serisan at the 40-minute mark. If we don't check Canary Lock, this could be a problem. Like, we will have a massive amount of offense to get through Topher, but without a ribbon, without a defense sword, these bosses can roll up to be gross. As Serisan, I looked like we were going to burn an encounter, just decided to clear his head, take a walk through the woods, maybe do some like anger dancing, like Footloose. Just working it out, just clearing our head before we dive into Topher. I think Serisan has one good dive here with Marcus still in the mix, but Marcus is going to blow through these dungeons just as quickly as Serisan did.
Oh yeah.
And Not checking. I doubt we're going to be checking for gear in the volcano. We're going to probably have just as much luck running up through sky or doing earth. So Saracen's got about a Topher lead, I think, here. But yeah, I'm a firm believer in a simple burger can be the best burger. Like I'm a big fan of like sort of like that backyard barbecue burger, just Martin's potato roll, Bubba burger, or like a sleeve with like a frozen sleeve of patties just cooked perfectly, like with the slice of American cheese, some raw tomato, iceberg lettuce, a little bit of ketchup, mayo, mustard, maybe some tomato on it, and it's just making a mess on your plate, like it's dripping the condiments out the back. It's there's something rewarding about that. And there's also something nice about like grinding your own meat, having some like nice like deli cheeses, like the Wegmans by me. They have a cheddar cheese that has jalapenos through it. And it's like take on a pepper jack. As Saracen takes on Lich and Stop rolls through, and we lose both of the mages to paralysis, but
prefer to listen to that than nuke.
Yeah, Lich loses to the action economy of FFR. It's nice that you stunned them, but they're back.
Yeah.
It only lasts for combat. So already on through to carry 2. No fights on the carry floor. We're going to swing, fade, and fast.
We got 4 casts of it. You could, but
it could. I mean, maybe we're holding to see if we want to fast and there's nuke.
Whoop.
The white mage survives. That's the only person we needed to absolutely survive that.
All that matters.
Mm-hmm. Zelda will live to life to tingle. So I don't think I've ever said that sentence out loud.
Again, I'm so sorry.
r/brand new sentence. Guardian Marcus blows through Earth 2.
The no encounters on the carry floor really makes me scared here for the water floor.
It can be. I rolled a pickup race this afternoon that had waters with nuke, and there's not a lot of prep you can do for that fight.
No.
Especially that seed rolled. It was a forced ridiculous party, and the force rolled white mage, black mage, none.
Okay.
And it was not good. Guardian Marcus taking on the vampire here, who's got a little bit of life. Saracen cleaning up this Naga water fight as he tries to approach Kraken 2. Guardian Marcus now hounded by mummies to get to the rod plate. Saracen's going to pick up a good amount of levels there, up to level 44 on that black belt. As we welcome a raid from Speed Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here watching Guardian Marcus and Saracen in the pod round of the FFR community's winter tournament. It's proven to be a pretty kind seed so far. We'll see what the final 3 bosses of the game have in store for Saracen. We've been talking about burgers, so if you just joined us with the raid, let us know in chat what your favorite kind of burger build is, and we'll give it a shout out if it sounds delicious.
May give it a shot later.
So I'm a big fan of like big sloppy messy burgers. I saw that there was some talk in chat earlier, like a burger has to be eaten by your hands. I get that.
Right.
I think there's also something to be said about like, granted this is a hot dog, not a burger, but I like a good fork and knife dog.
Okay.
Where it's just so much like you just can't pick it up because the chili's spilling out all over it. As Kraken 2 shows up, Fade rolls out for 123, punch from Long for 851. Here comes Lightning 3. No ribbons anywhere to be found, so maximum damage there, but
Fighter takes him down.
That offsetting melee DPS, pretty good.
And we're at low 20, so that's nothing to sniff at either.
Yeah, Rich mentioning that Marcus could have that black belt up front to help morale break a little bit. And that could be speeding up the Earth play, but we're through, and Marcus is going to blitz through this volcano. I don't think we're opening any boxes. We've got a ribbon, we've got a defense sword. Heck, we even got a power gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tia 2, I was about to say, didn't seem like she had a whole lot, and then she's just dead.
She didn't.
She did. She just didn't. And so I was going to wonder if we were going to sit there and are we really going to heal pot up Lonk with 25 heal pots, but no, we're going to spam a couple Cure 3 shots as Saracen moves on to the final floor as Marcus is right behind him. Like, it may look like Marcus is way behind, but this fight goes sideways. Marcus is coming to the Topher as Saracen's rediving, and he's got a better toolkit for these kinds of fights. So, question from chat from Salty. We do not need all 4 orbs in these flags. We only need 2. So, we're setting up. If you're going for Brack strats.
Okay. I mean,
punch
do nothing else. Why not?
16 hits, nearly 1,000 damage. Only a couple more of those, and Chaos will be gone. So, Chaos needs to throw out something here. Lightning 2 is not going to do it. We're going to just wait, we're going to fade, and we're going to punch. Link takes it on the chin for 245. Fade rolls in for 302. Great fade roll there. 16 hits, 744. We're going to wait, we're going to fade, and we're going to punch.
And we've got a carry down on Marcus' side. Oh!
So, 16 hits, 1,000 damage. Saracen defeats Chaos, restores the time loop. Get those GGs in chat for Saracen. We're going to see if he wants to come talk to us.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello, Sarah.
Hey,
GG, man.
Well, thank you.
Do you want some, like, news? I won't say it's bad news, but it's definitely, you want that kind of news?
Sure. Hit me.
If you had done the key turn in, you would have found a ribbon and a defense sword. Both were in Canary locked.
So. You know,
and then top right, top right 2F lock had a gold bracelet +4 just to perfectly set up that black belt.
I mean, the gold bracelet +4s were for sale in Canary. Yeah, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all saw me just roll through. It was fine.
Yeah.
This is actually a matchup I was thinking was going to be a toss-up, and a lot of the times when you take the 4 force, the black belt coming in through the forced it's really a weird deciding factor in these flags.
Yeah,
did you find the right grind? Because if you found the wrong grind, you aren't recovering.
Yeah, it feels like a trap, kind of. So we'll talk to Marcus when he comes in here, as he comes into the Lich floor. But you found the eye tile in the volcano on the Agama tile, which is almost as perfect of a placement for that grind as you could find.
Mm-hmm.
What was going through your mind? Like, how high were you going to take that black belt? Like, what were you? Because it did have a script.
Yeah, and the script was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So the target was 40 because with the plus 10% hit, I knew that was going to get me the last hit break point, but I couldn't remember if 39 would do it.
Right. Guardian Marcus clears through Lich 2 with no problem. Tried the cheeky cake, but didn't work.
Let's talk about the real heart attack moment, though, which was carry 1, 3 and 256ing me with that stop, or whatever it was. Hold.
There's the new.
Oh no!
Wipes out the white mage for Guardian Marcus. So 20 hits, 1911 damage, but Guardian Marcus has a path to victory here. It's just going to be a little bit slower now as we lose all of our curative and support magic. That Knight and Black Belt are going to be able to buddy system through this. We do have a ribbon. We do have Power Gauntlet. We do have a defense sword. So we're not cooked just yet. Like, this could be fine. Time to reshuffle some gear, get Rosa set up, and putting the Power Gauntlet onto the Black Belt. Spicy. So, carry 1, unkind to you, Saracen, but you made it through.
I was screaming.
I think we were too.
I think we were talking about burgers at that point. Because both of you were grinding around the same time.
I mean, you got to grind the beef for the right burger, right? And yeah,
So we didn't really get into that. Are you a grind your own meat guy?
I am not. I am.
You're breaking my heart, Serisan.
I just don't want to devote the time to do all of those things.
No, that's 100% fair. It's 100% fair. I don't own a meat grinder, but I'll if I'm feeling froggy enough, I'll do the food processor grind. Like you throw the cube up the meat, you throw the blade and the cube meat into the freezer for like 20-25 minutes, and then you throw it all into the food processor and just sort of pulse it until you get that ground beef. And I've done that, and it's remarkable how good they come out. Goodbye, Rosa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
no.
Yeah, that's yeah. There was a path through with a fighter, but the fighter needed the defense at that point, and so guardianmarcus getting unlucky there as turn order comes out before we're able to use any charges on that defense sword. I guess we can talk some more about burgers now. As guardianmarcus is back in. I mean, credit to him. He didn't forfeit. We have seen a lot of forfeits in this tournament, which, you know me, not only am I the founder of the Center for Competitive Forfeiting, I also do it the most. It's valuable. It's never let a seed beat you, and sometimes not letting a seed beat you is forfeiting out. You know, it's always okay to give up on a seed that's given up on you, as Groggy Dog would say.
You've also got to realize that with the tournament, you've got that 20-minute differential.
Yeah,
so at least keep going until 19-20 minutes.
That's what I was going to say. Within the tournament rules, if you forfeit, you cede a 20-minute advantage to your opponent when it comes to seeding and brackets. So if guardianmarcus were to forfeit here, the time differential, it would basically be like he took an hour 7 minutes to finish this seed, which isn't true. And like, so he's gonna dive back in here and might get some better luck here. Toxic just bouncing off everybody. I'm pretty sure we're pro ringed up and gonna give it another go. So there's something definitely noteworthy of that.
So funny story on the forfeit thing. I forfeit my first race against Dengwu because I had hit 42 on a black belt again in 4 forest. But I did not have any of the items for go mode, and he finished, and I was just like, nah, we're not going to do this. Finishing 2-1 in pods, I'm still going to have a negative time average.
Yeah, I finished, I forfeit my first seed, and then my second opponent forfeit, and then my third opponent forfeit, so it all just kind of came out in the wash. But yeah, I was in the same boat. guardianmarcus back through Lich 1, or Lich 2. We knew that there was nothing on her. Carry 2 is the one we got to worry about. She has that first turn nuke. We'll see if guardianmarcus gets a little luckier here. Faye, the white wizard or white mage, is in a precarious spot with that HP total. 230 makes her susceptible to a lot of stuff. So we got to hope for fast and black belt happening before Carrie gets a turn and nukes. So we're going to punch, we're going to fade, we're going to defense sword, and we're going to fast. The punch goes out before the fast, but that's all we need. So
save the fast.
Giving Carrie a bit of her own medicine, or really showing her what we learned from Kraken 2 down here in the sub basement.
That was actually one of the things I worried about with the white mage in this seed having the vitality penalty. Is how do we get the hit points on it?
You either do and spend more time grinding, or you don't and you just pray for RNG to be on your side. We're going to invis 2, we're going to fast, and we're going to defense sword, set up an evasion tank up there for the night. Fast goes out before the punch. Punch comes in, 16 hits, 1296. guardianmarcus showing how easy Topher can be. Just, kids' gloves. And the full disrespect on Tia 2. Kraken did nothing to us. We don't have any reason to make adjustments. Heal. Fade comes out. 134 fast again before the black belt punches, and like a perfect world, we get the alpha strike and we're back at it. So even have time to throw the cheeky Brack out. 10 hits, 1,118 damage. We're gonna hit the Nightmare Evilman. I think there was an air fight as well. before we hit chaos, but I think we're on a different encounter table now. I don't know if we hard reset on the wipe.
That's actually something I wanted to touch on because I got into the stream right as I was approaching Topher, more or less.
Mhm.
And you were like, oh, it looks like he's taking a walk outside, clearing his head. It's because the first dungeon encounter was at like 10 steps. And so I was walking off the first dungeon encounter outside before going in.
Look at this guy knowing how to do stuff with strategies.
It would have taken me 3 dives, and I still would have done it.
Yeah, I would have just never hard reset.
Yeah.
I figured it out in Titan's Tunnel.
Look at this nerd. We're gonna defense sword. We're gonna invis 2. We're gonna fast. Fast comes out before the punch. 9 hits 662. That tells us a lot of information about chaos. No evasion. Not really much absorbed. Lightning 2 rolls through. We're fine. Everybody's good. Defense sword goes off. We're gonna defense again. We're gonna wait. We're gonna punch. We're gonna fade. We're gonna punch, and we're gonna wait. I like that strategy. Damage is damage. Fade might roll low. It might roll high. It's damage is damage. If you can get it out there, get it out there. 830 damage from that punch. 238. So pretty good. Almost all of my chaos fights in this flag set in the tournament have relied on white mage chip damage with a light axe or harm 4. So totally respect the play. As there it is, 18 hits, 800 some odd damage. Guardian Marcus defeats chaos with an official Racetown time of 57 minutes 21 seconds. Get those GGs in chat for Mr. Guardian Marcus. All right, we're going to get Guardian Marcus in here hopefully to talk to us about it, because I want to specifically bring up the grinds.
Yeah.
The 2 you took. Because there was a little bit of a commentator curse in there, as Guardian Marcus, GG, man.
GG's.
GG, Guardian Marcus.
Hats off to you, diving back in after Kraken 2 decided to blow your spot up with the 2-man. Yeah, Kraken 2 gonna Kraken 2, right?
Yeah, just enough too.
Yeah, exactly. Just enough. Like, what, he hit you for like 50 more damage than you had? HP?
Like that.
Yeah, it's gross. It's really gross. But you played this really well. This is your first race of the tournament, and I think you did a really good job. I mean, Serisan, I was saying earlier in the stream, you two are, I feel like, our A-tier runners in this community, and it was fun to watch you guys put on a clinic with these flags and just take that black belt and, you know, show them that any flag set can be a black belt flag set if you're stubborn enough. Guardian Marcus, you went digging for spike tiles behind key locks, and while you were looking around, we saw you go to TOF, we saw you get a couple of the better trap treasures, and then you went to Northwest, and within Northwest you found the wrong eye tile, and you found Agama. What was going through your head when you found those 2 tiles?
Well, when I found the Agama, I was like, okay, that's a good one. I'm just gonna quickly peek into Earth if I can find eyes. Otherwise, at that point, I already felt behind. I had the last location key, so I was just like, good enough. I'm gonna take it, and then I was trying to decide if I should just go to like 32 because I had fast, or with the 10% hit, just go to 39 and then decided on 39. But I mean, I don't think it would have mattered either way. Serisan had a hell of a run.
I think the big difference was when the 2 of you were clearing for key. Marcus, you went to Waterfall and then Marsh Cave before diving ice, while Serisan went straight to ice with those 2 other locations on the table. We both kind of, you were holding hands through the majority of the seed, and unfortunately Waterfall and Marsh weren't required, being the tail and the canal. But had either one of those been the key, you know, you would have. This would have been a much different finish, I feel like. But we were kind of rooting for Marsh to be key, and not gonna lie, just because everybody
Yeah.
likes to skip Marsh and Saracen. You should know better. Going to ice without warp and having exit, like just go to Marsh. It's faster because we did see Marcus clear through Waterfall and Marsh Cave in the time that it took you to do Ice Cave.
I was about to say it was so much longer.
Yeah,
I was thorough.
you weren't though. You skipped some boxes.
Well, heck those boxes. I didn't need those 5 boxes anyway.
I think the big thing out of that was there's a light axe, which, you know.
I think I got that.
Well,
there's 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I only got one of them, and I never used it, so
Yeah, look at me. Jay, you got questions for our runners?
You hit the main ones. So
I always do. Dang it, I'm sorry, man.
No, you're fine.
I always feel bad whenever I ask like my co-coms, like, "What do you got to ask?" Like, you did it.
You got it all. You got it all.
I'm sure you could think of something.
Well, I guess the next question would just be like, what made you decide on black belt instead of the fighter? You have the 2 melees.
Mm-hmm.
What was your thoughts?
My thought was because I hadn't seen Temper. At least I don't think I did.
You had Power Gauntlet in the first box, Saracen.
Yeah, you know what the difference is between Temper and Power Gauntlet, though? Action Economy.
One's infinite. One's infinite. You're right.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just teasing you, man.
But the other thing is, I wouldn't have to promote. I wasn't going to get promo spells on the night anyway. So when I found that, like, Cure 3 and Fade and Invis 2, like, none of those were going to matter for the night.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it felt like a reduced toolkit versus just find a spike tile forehead.
Yeah.
Fair.
I thought of a question, Jay.
Uh-oh.
What was going through both of your heads when you opened level 1 black magic?
I wish I could re-roll.
Level 1 nuke behind that glass, you just can't get it. Red Mage Ninja only. Yeah, level 1 nuke, level 1 fade. This would have been the freest seed of all time if those had been been able to be learned.
Wasn't also level 1 life 2 and then ice 3 and fire 3?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah. It's a good one. It was a good one. But GG's to both of you.
We should let Guardian answer. Guardian Marcus should be able to answer that fighter versus black belt question too.
Oh yeah, of course.
With the flags that you tend to have to do at least a small grind anyways. So you might as well just go black belt at that point. I felt anyways.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So Saracen, you're now finished with your pod races?
It's true.
How are you feeling about your time differential bracket potential seeding?
Lol. I mean, I wasn't expecting to go to brackets because really, like, a lot of my energy has been paying attention to the Duckling Weeklies and making sure that we keep the momentum going for our new players. And therefore, I think I have done 10 practice seeds total, and you pit that against Dead Pulse, right? With 200 some, or I mean, even you, Caleb, I've seen you do like 5 in a day sometimes, and that's like, man, there's a lot of people that are just getting ready to stomp a hole on me.
It's fine. I forfeit most of those.
Or you win them.
Right? It's the duality. The duality of man. But no, I think I it's interesting everybody going to brackets and having pods basically just be seeding. It's kind of a neat wrinkle in the way the signups worked. Guardian Marcus, this is your first pod race. How do you feel about your next 2 matchups? Who do you have still to race?
I have Not Young Me and IB Karma.
I raced both of those guys. Good luck, man. They're tough.
They're tough, and I'm gonna be doing it on the same day, so
Ooh.
it's gonna be stacked against me, but that's all right. At least I get into brackets.
Yeah. Don't believe the hype. Seed bleed isn't real. It's fake.
It's fake.
Just
2 I can do. 3 is when it starts to really hit me. So
I'm telling you, the more races you do in a day, this is not advice. It's a cautionary tale. But the more races you do in a day, the worse / better your short-term memory becomes at just dumping everything. Like, I did a race prior to this broadcast. I remember nothing about it. It's like I was I think it was Fighter, Thief, Black Mage. I think was the force that we rolled, and nothing else is stuck. Like, it's just gone. So, it can be challenging in a race when you're just like, did I get adamant? You just gotta look in your menu and just be like, okay, no, it's there. I gotta go do that thing. But it's Seed Bleeds. It isn't real. Open boxes, never punished.
never punished.
Other slogans. But GG Guardian Marcus. Do you have any of those races scheduled?
They're gonna be on Thursday.
Nice.
I have to schedule one of them, but the other one's
Awesome.
already scheduled. So.
Well, if you're out there watching and you want to check out Guardian Marcus's next runs, keep an eye out on the Randomizer Discord. You can join us by finding the link at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. Within the role request channel, you can give yourself the spectator role, and you'll never miss a race in this tournament, as they're always pinged for the spectator role. We have some more races coming up today at 8:30 Eastern on RPG Limit Break. You can check out Shumbabi and Cyranus. Jay, I think you know a little bit about that race, right?
Yeah, we'll be restreaming it and hosting with Deadpulse, so that's at 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah,
Or sorry, 8:30. Excuse me.
8:30 Eastern. Then at 9 p.m. Eastern on the FFR, the Final Fantasy Randomizer Twitch channel, you can check out Luffy DV taking on Jay Coper. 8:13 is Sonny Wrath going to be calling that one. There's also a 9 p.m. race if you're interested in watching the racetime.gg room. This won't have a restream, but Demon Frog taking on Zenobian and some Bozo Pod access. So lots of races still to happen today. And that's all I got, Jay Shido. So
Yeah. Once again, you beat me as I was pulling up the schedule. So, hey, you got it all.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm going to go eat some dinner.
I'm sorry. Serisan, final thoughts, man.
This has
Yep,
been
that-
fun pods, man. Once the winter tournament is over, though,
Yeah, I was going to
keep
say.
an eye out.
Yeah.
End of March, we're going to be starting the Duckling Boot Camp, which is our new player program. That's run by me and Luffy DV. You can come learn the randomizer. We teach from the very beginning all the basics, give you a broad spectrum of things to know about the randomizer, and find the way that you enjoy to play. We also have the Duckling Derby at the end of that, which is a tournament just for the newer players. We don't want to put you up against all the people who have years of experience on your first tournament, right? So come check it out. That's, again, the end of March into April and May. And I look forward to having you if you choose to join.
Awesome. Guardian Marcus, final thoughts, buddy?
First off, GG Serisan. And I agree. Definitely check out the Duckling Boot Camp. I'm somebody who came up from the boot camp, and it was such an amazing experience, and I can't say enough good things. And I can't say enough good things about Serisan and Luffy who run it. So definitely check it out. And then I also want to thank Caleb, Jay Shadell, and Dust Bloom for doing the comms and tracking.
Absolutely, man. Jay, you want to take us home, man?
Sure. Well, from all of us here in the booth and the FFR Discord in general, thank you everyone for watching. We'll catch you at races later tonight or later on this week. See you all around. Bye.